Well, a very good morning to all my followers for the Cine Film Factory and social media channel. Well, what a day it is today. Firstly, it's not raining, so that's fantastic. But secondly is, I'm buzzing this morning because for the reason my story has gone viral and hit the national press today. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the story that's in the papers at the moment. And this is a story that's very, very close to my heart. And it's about the E.T. book. And I wanted to tell it in a little bit more detail. Tell you a little bit more about the story and the background to it and how it meshes with the Cine Film Factory and what we do today. So when I was 8 years old, I had a head injury. It was back in the 1980s. So it's the time when E.T. was being released in the cinemas, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get to the cinema like the other kids for the feature showing because I was in hospital, my head was bandaged up. But what I could get is my mum and dad got me the E.T. storybook and a leather E.T. teddy. And in the hospital, bandages started to come off, and the first things I had were this book. And eventually when my vision came back, I had these books, and I don't know, I feel real connection to them because I absolutely treasured them, and they were what I had during my recovery. It came home with me when I came home from the hospital. And you end up, subconsciously having a connection to these things. And it was 20 plus years later, I met a friend. So fast forward 20 years after the trauma and everything of the accident. 20 years later, I was meeting a friend in Surrey. And not even in my local area, some distance away. And he said, should we go and grab a coffee and go and wander around the local car boot sale down the road? I said, yeah, I'm down for that. So we went along, wandering around the car boot sale, and something on the opposite side to even where I was walking, the lane I was walking, I saw this book on a table, and it slightly resembled something that was familiar to me, but I couldn't remember because we're talking 20 years here, guys, 20 years. And I went over, I picked it up, I looked at it, and my memory, I was trying to say to myself, is this the book I used to have? And I was standing there, another car, standing there, looking at it, and I nostalgically opened up the first page. And I literally could not believe it. I felt a whole mixture of emotions straight away. I felt nauseous. I felt pins and needles. Hairs went up on the back of my neck. I could not believe it. There it was. Black and white. My name, my address, handwritten, like you can see in the photos for the media stuff. Serendipitous is a word that comes to mind today, and I just felt this complete connection. I could not believe it. Of course, I gave the 50p for the book. I thought it was a joke. I honestly believed I just had this, it was all part of the moment. And I remember just thinking, this is a setup. Somehow this is a setup. I expected the seller to maybe pull it away and start laughing at all these different things, but of course it wasn't that. So I handed my shiny 50p over, best 50p I ever spent. Ever since then, of course, I've been on it. It got me thinking about the rest of the toys I'd lost, so I've been on a mission, and with online platforms enabling us to be able to source these things more widely, I have done that, and I've picked up a lot of the toys that I lost at the time, but also took me to my absolute passion, and my subconsciously it triggered me into the Cine Film Factory of Treasured Memories, as it started out about reconnecting people with their long lost memories, essentially. And I devoted, many dreams, many years later, I devoted all, my time to literally finesse the art of what we do here today, to put these treasured memories back in the hands of people again, remembering our nearest and dearest. So yeah, just as the video's gone, or all the newspaper articles have come out today, obviously talking about the Cine Film Factory, talking about me, I wanted to jump on video and make this video for you all to see, and yeah, just add to it. So links are going to come in on this video, so please be sure to have a read away. But yeah, I never even thought this story would be even newsworthy, but the way it's gathered pace and the interest it's had, yeah, I'm a believer, of course, and like you all, that's the reason you have your films done with us, is because you're passionate too, like me. Exactly the same. We feel exactly the same, the reasons why. And so yeah, that's why we do these things. And I often quote it as saying, we are a sentimental bunch. The people who aren't, we don't see. They're unfortunately, there are people out there who retain their family films and get to the point maybe clearing a relative's home, and they're quite happy to put them in the landfill, which is a great shame. But all the guys we see here at the Cine Film Factory, then yeah, it means the world. So just a quick one from me. We gone viral today. That's fantastic. And if you've got any precious films hanging around, get them handed over, and we'll do our utter best to get all the content back for you. So it's a peace out from Si, much love, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Okay, cheers.